Hello everyone, welcome back to the Breezy Kitchen. Did you try that dish last? We're working with Philadelphia cream cheese again. We're using chive and onion and we're going to make an appetizer. Appetizers are so easy. I love appetizers, and the one that I'm going to be making today is an avocado dip. And I'm going to show you different variations of how to use the avocado dip for different things or however you like. Now, first of all, the most important thing is to learn how to cut an avocado. It took me a while. Now, I'm not quite sure yet on how to pick them. Sometimes you get lucky, sometimes you don't, but that's with anything. So what you want to do is get a cutting point of your avocado and just follow your knife around and pop it open. See how easy that was? Now, I like to soak mine in lime for a little while before I open it, so that way the brownness or it won't turn colors as quickly. Now, to get the seed out, you just hit your knife. Well, sometimes it works. Just hit your knife. Just pop the seed out. Now, I've let some of them soak already in the lime, as I said earlier. Now, an easy way to take this out is just to use a regular ice cream scooper or melon scooper, and you just go around, dump that out. Today we're using 4 avocados cut in half. Taking all of that out. And like I said, appetizers are so easy. Now, I don't know about you sometimes when you're cooking or if you're having a party. I kind of hover over the dip because I want to make sure no one double dips or I just want to make sure that the dip stays and everything is okay with it. So I'm going to show you an easy way where you won't even have to worry about the avocado. Okay, now I'm going to mix this up. See how, because normally when you use avocado and you let it sit for like 3 minutes, it's turning brown. But because I let it soak in the lime juice, that's kind of taken away from some of that. Okay, so now that's pretty blended. Now that we've mixed the avocado, we're going to add the chive and onion Philadelphia cream cheese. I like to keep it at room temperature because it's easier to work with that way. Okay. And we're using 8 ounces of Philadelphia cream cheese. So that's blending really good. Okay. So now our ingredients are, we have 1/4 teaspoon of garlic, a teaspoon of dill, a teaspoon of fresh cilantro. Don't be afraid every now and then to try fresh products. I know sometimes it's a little scary, but it's okay. Then we have a tablespoon of grounded or processed giant peppers. We have 1/8 teaspoon of hickory brown sugar barbecue sauce, and I'll explain that in a minute. Then we have paprika, 1/4 teaspoon of paprika. Now, the hickory brown sugar is because normally I make this dish on the grill, but since the weather outside is not allowing me to do that because of the rain, we still want to give it like that smoky taste to it, so that's why the brown sugar barbecue sauce hickory is there. Okay, so now we're going to pour in the garlic, the dill, fresh cilantro, the giant peppers, the paprika, and now we're adding the little barbecue sauce, just a dip. We just wanted to give it that little smoky flavor. So now we want to stir all that around. Wow, that barbecue sauce. So now we're stirring that around. And now we're going to add the juice from a fresh lime. I usually like to roll it around a little bit just to loosen it up. Cut the lime. And I think one of the greatest inventions ever made was the lime presser. So that's just juice from one line. See how easy that was? Line just really does something. Gives it a little extra, I don't know, kick, and it smells so citrusy and fresh. Now we're going to stir that. Now we're going to use a half of a tomato, and I'm going to slice that up. And since I'm not much of a true cutter, I'm going to be honest, I use my food processor a lot, so that way I won't cut much. So we're just going to take that little gap. We're going to slice the tomato. And like I said, it's half of a tomato. Just a little bit. We want to watch our fingers because remember I said I'm not much of a cutter. I'm not much of a chopper either. Now I love this little invention. I've seen people use their food processor and, you know, sometimes it's bulky. It just doesn't make sense to pull out the big one for such a small project. And sometimes your food, you want to just taste it a little bit. You don't want too many chunks. So we're going to toast that a couple of times. So it's like small chunks, but not too, there we go, that looks good. So, yeah, see? And that turns out a lot better than if I would have chopped it myself. So now, we're going to add the tomato. Like I said, it was just a half of a tomato, just to add a little color. You don't want it to turn your guacamole into salsa. Okay. So now we turn that around. Oh, wow. That's the look we're looking for. Okay. So now, believe it or not, we're done. Now I'm going to show you the different guacamole we have. Makes about 20 to 24 ounces. However, I'm going to show you different ways on how to serve it. And it's just not going to be a boring rich cracker anymore. So come back with me and I'll show you how to plate and serve in the different variations. Now here are the different variations on how I prepared or presented the guacamole. We have a rye bread with paprika or dill. We have a cucumber kind of sandwich with the chive and onion spread on it as well. We have the Hawaiian bread with the guacamole inside. The Hawaiian bread is just not for spinach dip anymore. We have the chips with the guacamole. Now, don't be afraid to pre-dip your chip. It is okay. And then we have our variation of guacamole deviled eggs. So I use my cookie presser to try to make it a little better. Sometimes it came out good, sometimes it didn't. We'll hope for the best. Not too bad, but it's there. You get the idea of it. So now we're going to plate the guacamole. So we can show it with the dip. And then we're going to garnish it. We're going to garnish it with a little paprika. Okay. Our dish today is chive and onion guacamole. Now remember, we're still eating healthy, but we're eating good. Notice we didn't add any onions. We didn't use any salt, because the chive and onion Philadelphia cream cheese takes care of all of that. So you don't have to add anything. Thank you for joining me. Again, this is Breezy's Kitchen. We set a place for you at the table. Come join us. Thank you, and have a good day.